Hi, good morning. Today I will talk about 7 principal strategies for OET success. Our mentor father Saleen Joseph teaching us we need to competent in 7 areas of aspect of language. First one is synonyms and synonyms language and paraphrasing. To know that what does it mean? Synonyms, for example, you can take a word called kill or you can substitute that word with assassination, murder, slaughter, kill, or execution. All this means same, but in different contexts you have to use different words and also synonyms and paraphrasing. Using different words to express the same meaning or same sentences. So that's the first principle, and I'm not going to elaborate to it more. As you come across, you will be enlightened on that. Second one is comparison and contrast. One should be competent in the language used for comparison and contrast. When two things are compared and contrasted, you should able to understand it. Then third one is scale, the most important thing, where all the competitive exams like OET, IELTS, TOEFL, everybody in their reading have an issues with that. The scale, there is something like when you say boiled water is not a hot water is not a boiled water, warm water is not a cold water. So that the scale boiled or warm or cold. When you say all of them, it's not most of them, so it's called scale. All, most, majority of them does not mean that many of them does not mean that majority of them, majority of them does not mean that many of them does not mean a few or a few. So this entirely they have a different meaning. So it's like saying a majority of them does not mean many of them can anything more than one. Majority means it should be measured anything more than at least 50%. So these types of language scale expression in language is very important aspect to crack OET successfully. And also the fourth one is modal verbs. Is the is the common mistake everybody makes. For example, you may follow the traffic rules is not correct. You should follow the traffic rules, so it's not correct. You should must follow the traffic rules. Should is a suggestive or advisory, when must is a mandatory. If you say must follow traffic rules, that is the right thing. If you say you should follow the traffic rules, it's like it is suggestion. You have the freedom either to follow or not to follow. The doctor may say it is necessary you should drink at least 3 liters of water every day. If you don't drink, they are not going to penalize you though. So this language assess the modal verbs and very important. Then at the same time the time expression. So the fifth one is time expression. We should competent in understanding the time expression like always, sometime, seldom, never, all. These expression they make as you go through your reading and listening, speaking and writing, you will definitely succeed in OET. The sixth one is reference. When something is referred to a pronoun or something is referred, you should be able to understand the reference meaning. The seventh one is negative meaning. Definitely they are assessed in your capacity to understand the negative meaning. For example, they might tell you it's in the reading or test or audio, not more than 2 attempts the conversation is allowed. Maybe this question statement they will tell maximum attempts allow 2. So not more than 2 attempts is the negative meaning. We should able to understand. These are the 7 principles in the OET. If you are following these aspects, definitely you can crack OET. In short, I can tell you, you should know about synonyms, comparison, contrast, scale, modal verb, time expression, reference, negative meaning, in this area we need to competent. If you need more tips and tricks, please follow EduSkill. Please press the like button. Thank you.